Yo, what is up, guys? Savage Boy 23 back with another video. Today I'm going to give you guys my predictions for week 13. There's some teams that are on bye weeks. I think it's Green Bay Packers and I think it's the Raiders. If there's more other teams out there, comment down below and tell me what teams there is, but those are the only two teams that I know so far that are on bye weeks. But yeah, guys, really quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys my recap from last week leading until today. But yeah, guys, if you guys can, please hit that like, subscribe if you guys are new, comment down below, and tell me what you guys' favorite team is in the NFL. That being said, let's get into it. All right, so we got Thanksgiving games. We got Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. I took Detroit, and to be honest, and I don't care what anybody says, I thought Detroit was going to win. And now that I know that they're on a losing streak of them losing on Thanksgiving games, because that's what they're good for and that's what they're jinxed with, I don't know, don't believe into that. But I didn't think that Jared Goff was the big help for them. I'm surprised they lost to Green Bay 29-22. But all in all, it was some fun games on that day. Some fun games. I really liked it. It was the best. I think it was, period, it was some good games. Everybody was just tuning into these games. Regardless if you're a Green Bay or Detroit, wherever team you were rooting for or going for, they won or lost. So, yeah. All in all, I would say this game is okay. It's not the best. It's okay. We're going to move on. I'm not going to talk about too much of these games because, to be honest, they were not too good for me, just in general. They were good, but just not for me. Next game, Commanders, Cowgirls, Cowboys, whatever you want to say. By far, this was a boring game. Like, I don't care what anybody says. This was a boring game. Who wants to sit on Thursday night to watch the Commanders lose to the Cowgirls? You know the Cowgirls are going to win. You know. They beat the Giants and they beat the Commanders 10-45. Do I even got to talk about it? This game, to be honest with you, I did not tune into this game. I was doing something else. I know there was no basketball games on that day of this games I'm recapping. I know there was nothing, but I was doing something else. I did not watch this game at all because this game was boring. I don't know who wanted to watch this game, but yeah, we had football games. I'm glad we had football games. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we have football games, but to watch the Commanders, who's going to sit there and watch the Commanders win? The Commanders suck. Like, being serious, they suck. They're not good. All because now they lost, I think, Chase Young. They lost Chase Young, and I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad Chase Young left. I'm glad. He's really good on defense. He needs to leave. I'm glad he left. Now the Commanders are going nowhere. Who knows if they go to the playoffs or not? I don't know what their record is. But I don't think anybody wanted to sit and watch this game or went to this game. I mean, I know some Cowboy fans that went to this game. Like, I know deep down they went to this game. And be honest, they're happy. Why are you happy? You beat a terrible Commanders team. The quarterback, I'm not going to say nothing on the quarterback. He's okay. I don't want to say he's okay. I don't want to say he sucks. He's decent. I'm not going to say none of that. Because, to be honest, the Commanders, I don't know where they're going now. They lost their player. They lost one of their key players, Chase Young. But all in all, maybe they lost more. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But all I know is they lost one player, and that player is Chase Young. But I have nothing to say on this game because I thought this was going to be a fun and tuning game, but apparently I was wrong. And I went for the Cowgirls, don't get me wrong. I went for Detroit against Green Bay. Went for Detroit, lost. I went for the Cowgirls against Commanders. I won. I went for the Cowgirls. We're going to move on. Seattle Seahawks versus 49ers. I did go for 49ers. This game, I'm not going to lie, this game, I know 49ers won big, but this was an entertaining game. Like, would you guys rather watch the Cowgirls versus the Commanders, or would you rather watch 49ers Seattle? If you're asking me, who do I want to watch? I want to watch the 49ers against Seattle Seahawks. Because at least Seattle Seahawks at least put up 13, and the Commanders only put 10. So I know they're both bad scores, but still, I'd rather tune into this game. I did tune into this game. This game was very interesting. I liked watching it. But all in all, nothing to say because these were all Thanksgiving and Black Friday games. Yeah, we're going to move on. I'm not going to be talking about this game that much because you know why? Because 49ers are that team again. They're good. Next game, Black Friday, Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets on Black Friday. Now, I have some things about this game. Why do you have the game so early? Correct me if I'm wrong or not, and sometimes I forget, like I say. Was there basketball games on this game day only? Because I don't know. I forgot. And I went for the Dolphins. The Dolphins? I know they were making fun of the head coach. I have nothing to say on the coach. He's a funny guy. Every time I look at him, every time I see him on TV, every time I see him, kind of funny. You never know what he's going to do. He's like a clown. But all in all, he's funny. Hey, but at least he's up there for the Dolphins. So I have nothing to say. I have nothing to back it up because look where my team is at. Look where we're sitting at. We're going nowhere. So I can't talk smack on the Dolphins head coach. But all in all, this was a good game. Now, other hand, Jets. Jets, you guys absolutely suck. And I think that was your third QB because I think you you benched your second QB. But this was a boring game. I did tune into this, but I don't think anybody felt like a Friday game. Like, am I the only one out there that felt like there was no football game on? Like, I almost literally did something else. Like, I was about to do something else, but I looked at my phone and I see the Dolphins playing and the Jets, and I'm like, okay, might as well tune into it. And then all of a sudden, you see Tyreek Hill, you see Jalen Waddle, you see Tunga Baloa, you see all of them against the Jets. And the Jets, I mean, to be honest, without Aaron Rodgers, they're suffering. I'm sorry, Jets fans, but whenever you get Aaron Rodgers back, you better hope he doesn't go down because every time if he goes down again, you guys are done. You guys are toasted because you guys suck without Aaron Rodgers. I mean, suck without Aaron Rodgers. You don't know how bad you guys suck without Aaron Rodgers. So, your defense is good. Don't get me wrong. Your offense is kind of, shaky. Sometimes you guys are good. Sometimes you guys are good. Sometimes you get bad. But all in all, you guys benched your second QB. Now you have a third QB, if I'm correct. But yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the Saints, Falcons. I went for the Falcons. Did I tune into the game? No, a little bit, just very slightly, and that's it. I have nothing to say. I don't know what's going on with the Saints now. You guys already heard me in my past videos about Derek Trash. Derek Trash. Yeah, Derek Trash. I was about to say Derek Brick, but it doesn't make sense. But Derek Trash. I don't even know if you guys are even gonna make it to the playoffs, to be honest. I mean, would I want to see you guys in the playoffs? I mean, I don't for sure. I don't want to see you guys in the playoffs. I really don't. I'd rather see a terrible trash team in the playoffs than you guys. Don't get me wrong, the Saints are bad, but I don't think they're that bad yet. Falcons are pretty good though. I mean, they're okay. They're okay. They're not the best. They're not the best. They're not terrible. I don't know where they are in their lead playoffs, but we're gonna move on. I watched this game: Pittsburgh Steelers, Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh fans, I don't know what to say about you guys. You guys think you guys are good because you guys are winning games, but barely. And I know what you're gonna say. At least it's a W. Yes, you are. And you're playing against no Joe Burrow. And imagine Joe Burrow. Let's just imagine, all right, for everybody in the NFL. Let's say Joe Burrow never got injured. Let's say he never came into that game, that first game that I got hurt, and he's out for the season. Let's say he came off that bus, whatever you want to say, bus, train, plane, whatever you want to say. When he got off of that bus, and he didn't have a cast on his hand, right? Imagine he never got that, and he's still playing to this game right here, from last week till today. This game to this game right here. My bad. This game. You think Pittsburgh fans would be happy? You think Pittsburgh would be kind of disappointed because Joe Burrow beat them? Because Pittsburgh fans, you guys are cocky, and you guys think you guys are such a scary team. You guys think you guys are the best team because you got Kenny Pickett, and I keep telling you that Kenny Pickett is not your guy. And now, apparently, Kenny Pickett is probably backing up his stuff, or maybe he got hurt. I don't know. Again, I don't pray on someone else's downfall. But all in all, Pittsburgh Steelers, you guys are still a horrible team, horrible franchise team. You will never be back to the Super Bowl ever again. Yeah, I don't like Kenny Pickett. I never sat here and said Kenny Pickett's your guy. I never said that. And people that want to accuse me of saying that, show up a video to me. Send it to me and show it to me, because I have Pittsburgh Steelers fans that are friends with me. And they keep saying that you just hate our team because of one guy only. And I'm like, first off, I keep arguing with them and I keep saying, what guy? There's no guy that I hate on Pittsburgh. I just don't like you guys' team. There's something about your team that I hate. And I can say this now. It's not about Kenny Pickett. I'll say that. Imagine Kenny Pickett went to another NFL team. I probably wouldn't hate him. I'm just saying that I don't know what's going on with your guys' team. I don't focus on your team. I focus on any other team out there in the NFL. Not your team. Same as the NBA. I don't follow your team. If you're a Flippers fan, I don't follow your guys' team. But Pittsburgh, hopefully you guys start losing games here. That's all I gotta say. Here we go. Next game. Carolina Titans. Now, I'm surprised I'm surprised Titans won by a touchdown. 10-17. Whoever went to this game, whoever tuned into this game, I'm for sure not one of them. You probably wasted your money on this game. These are the two worst teams in the NFL right now. There's more. I know there's a lot more teams. I can show you guys right here. There's a lot of teams out here that are not doing so good. But all in all, I don't know what's going on with Carolina, man. I heard they fired one of their coaches. If that's Carolina, I'm pretty sure that is. They fired one of their coaches. To be honest, I said this before. I don't think it's the coach's fault to be fired. It's the players. It's the team effort. It's a team sport, not by yourself. When do you ever hear it's yourself? It's a team sport. But all in all, Carolina needs to be up there. You know how Chicago Bears are getting the first pick? I think Carolina should get that second or third pick because they are terrible. They are a disaster. How does it feel to be a Carolina fan and you guys are having a droughtful season and you thought your quarterback was going to help you guys? I mean, I have nothing to say on the quarterback, to be honest. He's pretty good. He's pretty decent. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's not good. I've seen his game. I've seen his highlights. He's good. But I just don't. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see Carolina doing good in the future ever. But who knows? We'll see. But I went 4 Titans here. So I won. Next game, we're going to talk about the Colts, Tampa Bay. I think I went for Tampa Bay. I lost this game, Tampa Bay. Why are you proving me wrong? I want to know. Like, why are you guys doing this? You guys lose to the Colts. And I know Colts are in the playoffs. They got that spot, and I think there's one more spot there. I don't know who's going to take that spot. Tampa Bay. Are we going to sit here and blame the quarterback on Tampa Bay? What did I say a second ago? It's not the quarterback's fault. You can be if you want to say it, but it's mainly not. It's the team. It's called a team sport. Mainly your defense helps you out. Your offense is there to just make you points. That's all they're do. They're not there to do defense. They're there to do offense. They're supposed to do the touchdowns for you. They're supposed to do the scoreboard for you. That is what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be defensing. Now, did not tune into the game? No, I lied. I tuned into the game for a little bit. But all in all, Tampa Bay. I don't know what you guys are going to do with your quarterback. Man. I don't know about this, man. This game to me was kind of, iffy. We're going to move on. New England Giants. Now, again, as I said earlier, if you are a New England fan, no, scratch that. If you are a Giants fan, we should all feel bad for you. My friend out there that's a Giants fan, we feel with you, okay? We feel with you. We all know that you have a droughtful season. We all know that your quarterback's not that guy. We all know that you guys are going to have a rough season from now till the future. Maybe you guys do next season. Good? We don't know. New England fans, other hand, we don't feel bad for you. Not one bit we feel bad for you. You know why? You had one guy and one guy only. His name is Tom Brady. You had him. He left. Should we feel bad for you? No. You know who I do feel bad for, though? Is Bill Belichick. I'll get my point on here in a little bit. Next, for week 13, I'll give you my points on Bill Belichick. But Giants fan, we feel bad for you. My friend out there, again, is a Giants fan. Hold up in there, okay? Don't cry, all right? If you need to cry, I have friends that are Giants fans too, and you guys can go in the room and cry, all right? Because you guys suck. I don't know what's worse, the Giants. You know what I want to see? And I know we already saw it, but we don't know if we're going to ever have it in the future. I want to see 2 terrible teams playing again. I want to just see that. I want to see how fun that would be. Oh, you guys say it might be boring, but this is football at the end of the day. I'm glad we got sports. Again, I'm happy we got sports. I want to see 2 worst teams battling it out. I want to see the Giants, Carolina Panthers just battling it out. Just all we get is field goals. That would be funny. I know a lot of people are not gonna be tuning into this game if we ever saw that. Hey, we might have it down here in the future. We don't know. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's this upcoming week, or before the season's over. We don't know. But if we ever do have that in the future, please, NFL Commissioner, make that happen, because I want to see 2 teams battling it out that are really bad. Or you can even have the Chicago Bears in there too. Or Arizona. Or any other team out there that's terrible. Just don't put good teams like the Bengals, Falcons, Jags, Titans, Chargers. If you want to add teams out there like the mid teams, like let's say Bengals, Colts, Rams, Arizona, like those teams. I mean, you could put okay, never mind. You could put Arizona in that category of terrible teams. So, yeah. But all in all, this was a boring game. Nothing to say on this game. Move on. Ooh, okay, I watched this game. CJ Stroud, man, he's doing his thing on there, man. Hey, CJ Stroud. Man, you lost to Trevor Lawrence. I did go for the Jags. This game was fun. How did he miss that kick the first time? How did you miss that kick? And then he made it the second time to win it. But this game was entertaining. I don't know who was not watching this. If they were watching another game, you missed what happened in this game here against the Titans Jags. Or Houston Texans Jags. Man, this was a crazy game. DJ Stroud did amazing things on the turf, man. But if it's not me, like, shouldn't there be like flags? Like, what I mean by that, there's some unfair calledness when there's a flag. Like, when you're basically, I'm not trying to say there should be penalized flags on purpose. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there might be flags that people are not looking at, and I'll give you mine here in a little bit. All right, but I'm not gonna say I tuned into this game. This was a fun game for week 12. But yeah, we're gonna move on. Next game. Cincinnati. I was about to say Cincinnati. Browns, Broncos. Hey, Bronco fans. Again, I have a friend that's a Broncos fan. Keep rubbing it on my face. Broncos fans. How you guys doing out there? You guys are phenomenal. I have nothing to say. You guys are doing amazing stuff out there in Denver. Russell Wilson. Everybody was laughing at them, and I was too. Don't get me wrong, I was laughing at them too. Everybody was out there saying, the Broncos suck, the Broncos suck, the Broncos suck. And I told my friend too, and I was like, my friend, yo, you guys suck this year. He's like, yeah, don't get me started on my team. Then all of a sudden, second half of the NFL season started. He's like, we're about to go 12-5. And I said in the last videos or in the videos before, and I said, hey, the Broncos might go 12-5, right? Right now, it looks like they might. Looks like they might go 12-5. Right now, they're 5-5. Or 4-5, whatever you want to say. But Broncos fans, Russell Wilson fans, you guys are doing an amazing job out there. I'm worried for week 15. I'm worried for week 15. Going out on that, we're in week 13. Browns fans, on the other hand, I know your main quarterback is out for the season, Sean Watson. Or not Sean Watson, no. Whatever. Your main quarterback is out for the season. Now your second QB, I'm not gonna say he's bad. I'm not gonna say he's terrible. But it looks like you guys might miss the playoffs. We don't know. We'll see. We got a long ways to go. It depends if your defense holds you guys up, but I don't know. You guys lost to a Broncos team that lost to us. They had a 70 point on them against the Dolphins. One of the Broncos would love that Dolphins game back. Do you think if we had that Broncos game against the Dolphins again, do you think the Broncos would actually put up 70 points on them? Like, I'm asking Broncos fans. I'm gonna ask my friend that's a Broncos fan and see what he says. But this game was interesting. I did not tune into it. I did tune into it for a little bit. No. Actually, no. What am I saying? I did tune into this. I did. But yeah, we're gonna move on. Rams, Cardinals. Do we even got to talk about this game? Do we even got to talk about it? Ram fans, you guys. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. You guys really think you guys are gonna be really good in the playoffs? Newsflash, you guys are just doing good right now because your division sucks. But and I want to say this to Ram fans really quick. I want to say this to Ram fans. Don't be happy because you played against a terrible team, okay? The Cardinals suck, and I even said it before the game even started, before I made my prediction on this. Cardinals suck. Kyler Murray, however you pronounce his name, yeah, he's not. I'm not gonna say he's not good. I'm just gonna say Cardinals suck. Like, they're terrible. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna move on. Raiders Chiefs. I did see this game. Raider fans, you really think you're gonna go into Chiefs Kingdom? Oh no, it wasn't Las Vegas. My bad. You really think the Chiefs are gonna come into your turf and win or lose against you guys? Raiders suck, and I've said it before. Raiders suck, and if they get that playoff spot, I'm still gonna be talking my smack on them. Once they go in the playoffs, they're gonna get knocked out immediately. They're getting knocked out. They're not good. You know who should deserve that spot? The Chargers. The Chargers should deserve that spot. And it looks like the Chargers are not making it. I've said in my other videos, the Chargers are not making it. But if the Raiders do get that spot, it's not a good time for football fans, because Raider Nation thinks they're going to win it all and they think they're going to go back to the Super Bowl. But to be honest, newsflash, you're not making it. You might go to the playoffs, but you're not going to make it to the Super Bowl. You're getting knocked out by the Chiefs or any other team out there. And your player on defense, Max Crosby, was questionable coming in this game, and he played, right? He said, "I'm not missing this game." Was it 1 sack, if I'm correct? You got 1 sack on Patrick Mahomes? Maybe there's more. Maybe there's less. But the Raiders are not good. You only have 1 good player on there. Oh, 2. Javonte and Josh Jacobs. Your quarterback stinks. He is terrible. Aiden O'Connell, like, bro, this dude. And while I'm talking about him, he needs to shave that mustache. I don't know what that is. That looks like dirt on his face. But if he wants to keep it, so he thinks he can get a playoff spot, go ahead, do it. Whatever. You're just not going nowhere in general. Don't matter if you cut it off or you leave it. Doesn't matter. You're not going nowhere. But all in all, I did tune into the game. Thank you, Chiefs Kingdom, for beating the Raiders. I was happy when these Raiders lost. The more games they lose, the closer they're out of the playoffs. So, yeah. We're going to move on. I have nothing to say on the game because this game was, it was fun. All right, next game. Buffalo Bills, Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts against Josh Allen. Maybe Josh Allen should never be on a cover again because of a Madden cover, because he did pretty good in this game. Almost beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Bro, Jalen Hurts, bro, you gotta love Jalen Hurts. People who hate Jalen Hurts, you don't know nothing about sports. Jalen Hurts just walks into that touchdown acting like, you know what, I'm going home. Like, I don't feel like nothing. Literally, he just walks in. And then when he went to overtime, there was a camera view that went into I almost said Caleb Williams. Went into Jalen Hurts' face, and then he's like he was just looking like he was depressed, like he was sad, like he didn't care. Like that kind of thing. And then he looks, and I was thinking in his head, I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, he did. We got the real Jalen Hurts right now in overtime. We do. And all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts walks into that touchdown. And it's history for Philadelphia. The Buffalo Bills did get a kick in, but Philadelphia won the game by 3. This game was fun. I loved it. Again, Josh Allen, you never want to be on a Madden cover ever again, because when you're on a Madden cover, you do terrible. When you're not on it, you do amazing. Like, this is probably the only good game that we saw from Josh Allen. Like, literally, this is probably the only game that we saw from Josh Allen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if there's other games out there we didn't see him from. This was a good game. But we're gonna move on. But yeah, this was a fun game by far. If I had to say this was the best week of week 12, probably this game right here. Don't care what anybody says. All right, next game, Sunday Night Football. People are gonna roast me in the comments now. Here we go. Oh my god, I don't even want to do this right now. Okay, here we go. Now, before the game even started, the Chargers did amazing. Okay, that was a flag. That was a flag. There was not one, but there was 2 flags in that first half. There was. Don't get me wrong. Baltimore Ravens did good. I did go for Baltimore, so I want to point that out to everybody, okay? I did go for Baltimore because when did I think the Chargers were going to win this game? Chargers are not winning this game. Chargers are not winning this game. And I told you, the Chargers season is over. And at this point, I don't think we're going to fire Brandon Staley this season. I think we're going to ride the season the way it is until the season's over. And then fire him. At that point, we don't care. Why don't you just fire him now? Because we're not making it to the playoffs. We're not making it nowhere. We're not even going. We keep losing games. Everybody keeps telling me, and my friends keep telling me, and people just keep telling me in general, Justin Herbert is such an elite quarterback, but your quarterback is so, your head coach is so terrible. And I keep telling them, I'm not going to sit here and debate with them about the coaching. The coaching doesn't play the game. It's the players that play it. But they say the coaches come up with those plays for the players. Yes, I know they do. But here's the thing. These coaches need to hold accountable of the plays they're doing. And to be honest, Chargers should have not went on a 4th down and whatever it was. 4th down and 4, I'm just going to say. I don't know, though. Maybe 4th down and 2. Don't know. They should have not went with it. Because you know Baltimore has an elite defense team. And you think you're going to go through that defense? There was a lot of fumbles in this game. There was a lot of picks in this game for the Chargers. Chargers gave it right back to them. Chargers got it back one time. I lost count on how many times the Chargers gave them the ball. You know why? It was because of Keenan Allen. Don't get me wrong. Keenan Allen's a really good player. And it's all because of Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler needs to leave. I don't know how many times I got to say that too. Eckler needs to leave. He needs to get out. But I don't want anybody to roast my team in the comments down here because, to be honest, did I care about this loss? A little bit. Did I know that we were going to lose? Yes, I did. When do you think the Chargers are going to beat Baltimore? The only time we could beat them is if we had Phillip Rivers on our team, and we're not even going to get him back. He's probably going to stay out of retirement forever. And don't get me wrong, Lamar Jackson is such a good quarterback. He's an elite quarterback. Would I rather want him or Justin Herbert? I want Lamar Jackson as my quarterback. For anything, fantasy, a game, just anything. I would rather have Lamar Jackson over Justin Herbert. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. All right, move on. The Monday night game. Chicago Bears against the Minnesota Vikings. I know Justin Jefferson did not play. And I think the Vikings are on a bye week too. So I think it's the Vikings, Green Bay, Raiders, if I'm correct. You guys can comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong or not for week 13, if they're going to be on a bye week or not. There might be more teams. There might not be more teams. I don't know. But this game here this might be a boring game to watch. Monday Night Football. Comment down below if you guys tune into this. I mean, for sure you guys did. I did tune into this. But this might be like one of the worst scoreboards we've ever seen in Monday Night history. There might be more. But I'm saying this one is probably the cake of them all. This is the worst one. 10-12. And the funny part was the Vikings needed this. So was the Bears. And the Bears even got it. And now they got their pick for the NFL draft. We'll see what they're going to do. We're going to see what they're going to do. But yeah, guys, to be honest, I have nothing to say on this game because it was a boring game to watch. Is the quarterback for the Vikings messing everything up again? I don't know. Justin Fields did okay. I'm not gonna lie, he did pretty good. He did what he was supposed to do, but he threw interceptions though. I don't know how many though. The last I saw was 2. I don't know if there was more after that. But yeah, Joshua Dobbs. Is Joshua Dobbs gonna do what he's doing now? Is he gonna start messing up the team? Don't get me wrong, Joshua Dobbs is good, but I'm surprised he lost to the Broncos, to the Bears. What other team is he gonna lose to? We don't know. But yeah, guys, that is my NBA recap for week 13. I'm gonna give you guys my week prediction, or week 12. Sorry, my bad. These are week thoughts for week 12. I'm going to give you guys my week predictions for week 13. If you guys can, yes, please hit that like, subscribe if you guys are new, comment down below what your guys' favorite team is, and yeah, let's get into it. Here we go. We got Seattle Seahawks, Cowboys, Thursday night game tomorrow. I think Seattle Seahawks need this game desperately. I'm going to go with the Cowgirls. I'm going with Dak Prescott. I don't see. They lost to the 49ers on Thanksgiving. What do you think they're going to beat the Cowboys for, right? Do you really think they're going to beat the Cowboys? I don't see them beating the Cowboys. That's not for sure. So, Seattle Seahawks fans, you're going to have to take another loss. Back-to-back losses for weeks. But I'm taking Dak Prescott. Indiana Colts against Titans. I'm gonna take the Colts on this one because the Colts are doing, they're in the playoff hunt. They're doing this. I don't think the Titans are in the playoffs. So, this is the game that is gonna basically, haunt me forever. You got the 2 worst teams here, and I'm gonna say yes. You call your team really bad? Yes, we are. We are bad. We are down bad. This is the game that. Well, for me, it might. I don't know if it's going to be for other teams or other players or other fans. Well, not other players, but other fans. Maybe the Chargers head coach or Charger managers and all of that. Maybe this will get Brandon Staley fired. Because I think if the Chargers lose this game, I think they're going to fire him. Because you forgot New England is at 2-9 and the Chargers are at 4-7. And the coach that's on the New England side, Bill Belichick, might be a Chargers head coach. Don't know though, but if he is, please come to the Chargers. We really want you as a coach. I don't care if you guys say he's not even good anymore. I think he's good. Okay, so basically, the head coach that's on the New England side is a head coach. Come to the Chargers. If we lose this game, let's fire Brandon Staley this weekend if the Chargers lose this game. But if you're all in all wondering who am I going for, I'm going to take the sat-on Chargers, unfortunately. I don't see us winning this game, to be honest, because the way that we've been losing games. Falcons, Jets. I'm going to take the Falcons on this. Arizona, Cardinals, Pittsburgh. I told you guys I hate Pittsburgh so much. I can't stand you guys, but I'm going to take you guys because Arizona's worse. They're 2-10. We got Miami Dolphins, Washington Commanders. I'm going to take the Dolphins on this. CJ Stroud against Russell Wilson. I'm going to love this game so much because CJ Stroud, every time you see him on the field, he always gets better and better. But I'm going to take the Broncos on this. Carolina Panthers against Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got like two teams here that are not doing so good. I'm going to take Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Cleveland Browns against LA Rams. Let's see if the Rams can actually back up of all what they're saying, and they can back it up because the Browns got a good defense. I hate both of these teams. You guys already know that from all of the week predictions I've made in the past, and now I'm gonna take the. And you got two worse teams here, bro. I'm gonna take the Browns on this. 49ers, Eagles. This is gonna be the best game ever. You got two of the best teams batting it out. I'm gonna take Jalen Hurts. None other than Jalen Hurts, because you know that guy always comes up in clutch. Chiefs, Green Bay fans, you already know that you guys been pissing me off because of my loss against you guys. And I have a friend that's a Chiefs fan. Or not a Chiefs, Green Bay Packers fan. The Green Bay Packers fans, you guys know you guys pissed me off. I have a friend that's a Green Bay Packers fan. You guys are going to lose like you did against, or you're going to lose just like the Raiders. So I'm taking the Chiefs on this. And then we got the Monday night game. Trevor Lawrence against Jaguars against the Bengals. Unfortunately, no quarterback for the Bengals. Joe Burrow. No Joe Burrow. I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence on this because I don't have faith in your guys' quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. So give me Trevor Lawrence on this. But yeah, guys, that is my Week 13 predictions in the NFL. If you guys agree with any of these or disagree, comment down below. Hit that like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below. That being said, guys, I'm going to head out. Thanks for watching.